Hey, what's up, YouTube? Sandy C here. I got to rap with you one more time today. This is about our feelings and our opinions and all that kind of crap. Guess what? In times like this, they don't matter. They don't matter to the grand scheme of things. Okay? So, let's talk about what's going on now. We've got more than 24, according to the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Not the female body inspector weirdos from the 90s. Remember those shirts? Comment if you remember those funny shirts. But the actual Federal Bureau of Investigation has documented more than 24 major food facilities, processors, plants, all that, burning down to the ground but in the last 6 months between U.S. and Canada. That's crazy. I don't think that many have ever burned down in all of history combined. For real. That's crazy. But here's what doesn't... Oh, also the other thing going on is the bird flu. I haven't checked the numbers recently, but as of last Tuesday, it was 31 million chickens that were culled, killed, all that kind of thing. And then there's, of course, millions of other wild birds and other birds. The bird flu's also jumped into 16 cases of humans. But here's my point. Here's where I want to get at. Okay? Whether you think the fires are conspiracy or not, whether you think the bird flu is real or not, or conspiracy or not, or any of these other things are conspiracies or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think about them. If they're a conspiracy or not, it doesn't matter. You and I aren't big enough to do anything about that anyway. What you and I are big enough to do is to prepare ourselves and our families. That's where our responsibility is. So I don't care who you believe, what you don't believe. The fact of the matter is food facilities are burning down. Poultry and birds all over the world are being killed and dying. Okay, so this means there's a reduction in food coming. Point blank. Doesn't matter what the little minutia is of who did it, who's pointing, this, that, the other thing. It doesn't matter. Your feelings, your opinions don't matter. Especially if you're not prepared and you starve to death. You can argue till you're blue in the face. Guess what? If you got no food in your belly, who cares? Nobody's going to be listening to you for long. So, get over your feelings. Get over your thoughts of all this kind of crap. Yes, there are evil people everywhere. But again, we can't help anyone else until we help ourselves. So, food facilities are burning. Chickens are dying. Birds are dying all over the world. Food grains being burned. Potatoes. Okay? I don't care who did it or why. Not yet. I plan on getting powerful enough to go after them at one day, but right now I can't. I'm just a renter. I'm a 34, 35. I don't know how old I am. 35, I think now. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Just again, it doesn't matter. You got to go out there and get prepared. Get your rice, get your beans, secure a source of water. Oh, hold on. We're going inside right now. We're going to talk about water. Okay? Ninja always talks about his water. I'm on his... 6 months ago, I jumped to that Pro One USA water filter with them. I love it. The girlfriend and I love it. So let's show you real quick. I got a couple of them. I got this guy here. Boom. And these aren't like the B-Ritas at Wally World or anything, okay? The B-Ritas, you know what I'm talking about, the ones in every college dorm, filter out up to, I think they say 14 contaminants, okay? Look at the Pro One website. They filter out 225 contaminants. I love this one. You can even put a little fruit thing in there. We'll put some cucumbers in there. Also, I just stepped up to this guy. I love this guy. This is their big, I think 2.5 gallon or so. I got the upgraded filters. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Get it on there. That wasn't much. They weren't much. And now, with me being in Florida, there's water everywhere. If you don't have accessible water, you need to figure that out. Maybe digging a shallow well, a deep well, something like that. But in Florida, I can literally put out a tarp and make water in the air because it's so humid here. Okay, so I've got my water source locked down there. I've got over 3 years worth of filtration ready. So that's the point, okay? Things are happening. Avoid the minutia. It doesn't matter who did what. Liberals, Democrats, conservatives, Republicans, black, white, purple, brown. This shit doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, okay? So the facts are the facts. Things are burning. Food's getting scarce. And at the very least, it's getting more expensive. So even if we do have food, it's going way up in price. So I'd rather buy it now when it's not crazy expensive, okay? 20-pound bag of rice is still $9.98. It's not going to be that way for long. I remember right after the corona, they were $39.98, $49, $59, you know? And that bag of rice, if you keep it contained, it'll last you a lot longer than you'll live. I mean, it'll last forever if you store it right. But guys, that went on a little longer than I thought, but I just had to get that off my chest. You know, so many people are worried about their feelings and this and that. And Ninja said something a few weeks ago. I'm pointing a finger at you, right? I'm pointing one finger at you. Let's come around this way. Look how many are pointing back at me. I got 3 more pointing back at me. Okay? And when you point, you got 3 more pointing back at you. So what can you do? What can you do to protect yourself and your family? Both from the food thing and financially. So there you go. Sandy C with some uncommon sense. Just be prepared. Don't be scared. Don't worry about the narrative. Don't worry about any of this other junk. Just, you know the fact. You know the facts. You right now. I'm looking at you. You know what's going on. You see this happening. Just get prepared. At the very least, if this all is just fictitious shenanigans, guess what I'm going to do with all the food in my closet, in my pantry? I'm going to eat it. Wow. No harm, no foul. Look at that. Happy days. All right, folks. I love y'all. I really do. You've done a lot for me, more than you'll ever maybe know. Maybe one day you'll know. I don't know. But you've done a lot for me, so I'm going to keep bringing stuff to you. Love you guys. You're awesome. Sandy C is out of here.